Dear ones, I am the Archangel Michael. Oh, I'm so glad to be here, today, again. Don't think I don't miss it either. I feel. Because I like to talk, I like to teach. I like to guide, and that's how I get to put out everything I want. So, we are starting another cycle. What will happen in this new cycle? A lot of things. I cannot affirm, nor effectively disclose what will happen, or what will not happen. Only, I say to you, the planet is approaching the apex of distance where the energy of the central sun will reach with full intensity. This is transformative. You are already being transformed. Stop for a while. You don't need to sit, meditate, concentrate, call the beings. I would say that, in today's time, it is enough for you to sit in nature. On the sand, on the beach, in the garden, on a rock, just be very close to the forces of nature and simply be grateful. Be grateful to be alive, be grateful to be living in this time. Many are afraid. Not few. Many are afraid. But I would say there is nothing to be afraid of. You simply have to surrender to the flow of life, of the light, of everything that is coming. Surrender to your masters, surrender to your ideas regarding your journey. So, try, one day, to do that. Just sit and watch nature. How is nature? A leaf falls either because the time has passed, it no longer has the strength to remain glued to the tree, or because of a very strong wind, or because a bird landed and knocked it down. But it is there simply living, day after day, where one day it was a single cell, and it grew and became a leaf, and with the passage of time it withers, dying so that new leaves appear. So nature does not obey anyone. Nature does not depend on anyone. It depends on all the forces that are involved there, the forces of nature itself. But one leaf does not ask another, should I fall or not? Should I grow up or not? No. Each one makes its way. Each one follows its destiny, and those other cells that will not be leaves, will be stems, will be trunks. None asks permission to be born, to grow, to take care of that space, to become a big tree, to grow. None ask. And I say more. They don't ask permission. Not even from Father, Mother, God, because they know that they are His fruit, and that they are there to grow, to fulfill their life path, and that's what they will do. You don't need to ask anyone anything. Just let yourself be carried away by the weather that may happen around you. So, make a comparison. When you are born at the right time. Yes. You even learn to manipulate time, to manipulate the will of a child to be born. But, know that this is not good. Because everything has the right time. And everything that is done in a hurry, accelerated, at some point, the bill arrives, because nature's exact time was not given to happen. So, everything has its time. Nobody asks for permission to grow. You are born and start to grow. You get older over the years, becoming more adults, until you start walking in reverse, towards the death of the physical body. But nobody asks permission to grow. Nobody asks permission to die. Everything has its time. So take these examples for your current life. Don't manipulate life. Don't manipulate time. Just let it happen. With each waking day, be grateful for one more day. No matter what you did at night, your souls know. If it is not time for you, consciences, to know, it is because it is not time for you to know. But your missions are being fulfilled. So why manipulate time? Why manipulate the other? Why manipulate life? Why manipulate a family, a city, a state, a country? Everything that is done out of time, out of the curve, for sure, the results will not be good. Everything that is done at the right time, in the time of Father, Mother, God, only brings joy, only brings happiness, only brings good fluids. But you don't. You accelerate, you don't have the patience to wait, you want everything for yesterday. And then, in the same way that you accelerate everything, the lessons also accelerate, and then, many times, you go through lessons that you were not prepared to go through. And then, cry, suffer, despair. Become poor things. I didn't deserve that. But what did you do to deserve this? Why does each of you suffer what you suffer? Punishment? No. I hope this idea is long gone. Father/Mother God does not punish. No being of light punishes. So why the suffering? It's the speeding up of time. It's doing things out of time. It's wanting the things that shouldn't be wanted. All of this brings results, and when they come, you don't like them. You think. If you feel wronged, you feel mistreated. That all beings turned their backs on you and forgot about you. But who made the decision? Who carried out the plan? I guarantee it wasn't us. It wasn't Father, Mother, God. But you need to blame someone. So, you will blame the planet. You will blame the rain. You will blame the river. You will blame the earth. You will blame the wind. You will blame someone. Unless accepting the result of the soul journey. It is true that the vast majority of people on the planet do not have this vision of harvesting, planting, and harvesting. They do not. So, these really think they are the eternal poor people, the eternal punished, the eternal wronged. And I say more, they will not change these concepts anytime soon. It will be very difficult for them to change all that they believe in. Now, who is awake? Then I do not accept. I can't believe that you still look up to the sky and say, Dad, why am I going through this? It would be interesting for you to hear Father, Mother God's answer. He simply sends you lots of love and tries to show you, in that moment, where it all started. where it all came from, and it's often a thought that goes through your mind, but you don't give it much importance and let it go. But the answer was there. God did not look to the side and leave his supplication unanswered. He gave him the answer. Here, son, it's the result of this here. But you don't see, you don't hear, you don't feel, because you are the eternally wrong, the eternal poor things. So I tell you this. Your planet is changing as a consequence of man's actions. The consequences predicted by your own scientists are coming. There is nothing to be done. Yes, there is something to learn. So, no more time to try to fix it. 𝐈𝐈𝐿 is coming to an end. What do you need to do? It's learning, it's looking at a river that rises, at a river that fills in an extremely violent way. Looking at it and asking, what did I do? Millennia ago, I started changing the course of rivers. I started silting the rivers, breaking the balance of a forest, breaking the balance of springs. I digging dirt until it bleeds to get the supposed wealth, that which was taught that it would be valuable. And you pierced, bled Gaia as far as you could no longer, to the very edge of every point. And with each incarnation, that concept of love for the planet, love for the earth, was being forgotten more and more. So, to deepen the exploration even more, the trees are uprooted, everything is deforested, and the balance of the forest is broken a little more. That balance of rains that had the right volume to fall. No. But the trees are gone. So how is the rain? Totally unbalanced. Falling violently in some places and failing to fall in others. But that wasn't millennia ago. But the playbook was put together, and they who made this? Was it Father, Mother, God? Was it us? No. It was man, his ancestors, his very souls. So, today, you can say that the quota has reached the limit, and you are reaping everything you sowed, everything. So, when I say that everyone is where they need to be, that no one is in the wrong place, many don't seem to believe it. But it's a great truth. The lesson is brought where it was created, not elsewhere. So, I'm not going to alarm or tell you that everything will pass. Unfortunately, I would be lying. So, I prefer to say that the reactions, the consequences are coming. Why just now? There is a reason for you to learn the lesson, because if you ascended without going through anything, you would do the same thing in the fifth dimension. It could even take a while. But exactly how was experience in the flesh, you remember, and do not make the mistake of repeating them. So you're going to go through a lot, and it won't be pretty, it won't be easy, it won't be light. Now, what is most important in all of this? How will each one interpret everything that goes through? Angry? With hate? raging against. It's up to you, not us. It is necessary that the great mass, enough to raise the vibration of the planet, effectively, happens so that everything starts to effectively change. So let's be very careful what you are emanating. Outside, the world is swallowing you. And if you find yourself powerless, small, without strength, without protection, and you cower in a corner, like a mouse, and I say more, inside a hole, inside the wall, you are south. If you look at the world out there, and just say or think, the world will fall around me, but I'll land on my feet. The world will fall around you and you be cornered, like rats in a hole in the wall, or simply trust everything you have already learned, everything you believe, and simply live, continue the journey to rise. Each of you must make that choice. How far are you letting the external sink you? Until where? So, I'm already warning you. It won't be an easy year. It will be a very busy and difficult year. For many reasons. For changes on your own planet. For changes brought about by us. For changes brought about by your own rulers. It won't be an easy year. Now, you define what you want to live. You define where you want to go. We will not be the ones who will take each of you by the hand and say, no. Come with me and I'll protect you. No. Now, if you ask for our protection, we will be there by your side and giving you strength, helping you to walk the world falling around you and you standing. I leave it here, today, to finish this message. Think a lot about what you want to live. What do you want to live during this year 2022? Do you want to live like mice, huddled inside a hole in the wall, or do you, who are out there living all the change, with a lot of faith, with a lot of confidence, with with all the tools and armor that you have, and standing up, seeing the world around collapsing and you walking on your feet? Make your choices. Middle ground will not be possible. We have no more walls. We no longer have the middle of the way. Either you are one thing or you are another. Either you trust or you don't. Trust more or less, do not trust. Who trusts, faces. Who trusts, goes ahead. Who trusts, protects themselves and goes to fight. Those who trust, follow, believing that they are powerful and that nothing will hit them. So, once again, I leave it to you to choose what you want to follow during this year. Rest assured that we will all be here, as always, waiting for each of you to ask for our help, and, of course, you will. Now, don't ask for our help inside the wall, in the hole, because then you won't have it. So be careful if you decide to be mice, because it will be very difficult for us to help you, because you will have reached the threshold of that tram crossing. That will be almost in your hands. Do you remember the tram? Yet, it is leaving full, every day, and the line is long to pick it up, and more people are getting its ticket. Do you want to be one more? No problem. There's a tram for everyone. No one will go without going. Everyone will. But I sincerely wish you would take that first-class train to the fifth dimension. It is this passage that I want to place in the hands of each of you, and I sincerely hope that you will make that choice. And be sure, no one will go through anything they can't bear, because there, yes, is the love of Father, Mother, God. No child passes beyond what he can bear. Everything is proportionate. So, make your choices. What do you want to live in this new cycle? What do you want to live this year? And for sure, we will be guiding you on this long journey, because it will be a very interesting year in which we will need you to trust, more than ever, in everything that has already been said. And above all, live the way you were taught, because any other decision will take you to that hole in the wall. Think about it. Where do you want to be? Make your choices. This is the message I leave today. It's not to discourage anyone. It's not to take anyone's focus. What I can't do is come here and simply say that it's going to be a beautiful, wonderful year. You will all earn lots of money. You will live well. I can't say that because it won't be an easy year. There's a lot to happen at the same time. So you need to be ready, that's all. And choose which side you want to be on. Don't forget about it. I am Archangel Michael, and I place my sword in the hands of each of you, and if need be, to destroy doubt, fear, anger, any low vibrational feeling. Don't be afraid to use it. Use it. I give you permission to use it. So let's say I'm giving each of you a gift today to kick off the year. A beautiful, shiny sword with a bluish blade, because it is a sword of light. It is not a sword that cuts, nor that kills. It is a sword of light, and of blue light. So just keep it with you. And any time it takes, cut it, shout it, and cut it, whatever it takes. Now, I can't help but say that everything has consequences. So, be very careful with what you actually cut. Don't forget that everything has consequences. But if you are going to use it to eliminate obstacles in your path, fear not. Use it and you will surely have the strength to get through it all. I leave my sword with you, with each one. Keep it with lots of love. And, for sure, it will help you a lot, trust it. Peace be with you. Thank you for watching.